Hey everyone, I have wanted to make this video for a really long time. I feel that psychology has a little bit of a bad rep for being a profession that is not the most profitable. And in this video, I want to break this myth because in Australia, psychology is booming. However, something that I want to highlight is that I would not recommend going into this profession if your main values are centered around financial gain. But if you have an intrinsic interest in working with people, helping them to flourish, you enjoy research and science, but you're perhaps feeling a little bit nervous about how long it takes to become a psychologist, then this video is for you. I know how hard it is to study psychology. For a little bit of perspective, it takes a minimum of 5 years full-time study and it's highly competitive. So it's gonna feel like a big time commitment and you might even start feeling a bit behind as you watch your friends going out and getting full-time jobs. And that's why I'm hoping that this video will help by showing you that in the long term, the benefits of becoming a psychologist are worth that initial investment, not only financially, but in so many other aspects of your life. Psychology is a very rewarding profession. So in this video, I'll begin by unpacking why psychology is a lucrative profession in Australia. Then I'm going to talk about other ways that it's beneficial in terms of your personal development and your lifestyle. There's also timestamps down below, so feel free to skip ahead. And with all of that said, let's get into this video. So let's start off with the financial benefits. In Australia, the field of psychology is a growth-based industry, which means that psychologists are in demand. If we take a snapshot of the Australian job market, we can see that the future growth is expected to increase by 13.3% from 2021 to 2026. This means that when you graduate and you're exploring the job market, you'll have the upper hand in negotiating things like your salary and your benefits. To some extent, we can even frame it like this. Companies need you more than you need them because there is a shortage of psychologists to meet the overwhelming needs of the market. So automatically you are dubbed very valuable. Next, what comes hand in hand with a growth-based industry? High earning power. Of course, this varies between fields of psychology, years of experience, and even parts of Australia. But if we have a look at Seek, a popular job search site, their data indicates that the median annual salary in Australia is between 90 to 100K. And if we break this down even further, jobs in healthcare, government, and defense are in the 6K digits, whereas community, education, and training-based roles are in the 90K range. And this is still just the median. We also need to keep in mind that we're just looking at job prospects from the perspective of the company hiring. One of the main reasons that I believe psychology is a lucrative profession is because it pairs well with entrepreneurship. The government essentially offers to assist you in running your own business by providing psychologists with a Medicare rebate. Psychologists with general registration will get a Medicare rebate of $85.65, and psychologists with a clinical endorsement will get a rebate of $131.65. So as an example, let's say that a therapy session costs $200. The client would pay $114.35 to see a registered psychologist and only $68.35 to see a clinical psychologist. And then the government would cover the rest of that fee. So if you can find your own niche, you can effectively fill a gap and provide your own services as a psychologist. And I'm not trying to say that this is easy to do because of course it's never easy to start your own business. However, it's a lot more feasible to do this with success as a psychologist because the cards are in your favor. You've got support from the government and your services are in demand. So you'll have a much higher chance in creating your own profitable business and enjoying a lot of autonomy in your work. Next, I want to delve into the self-development side of things. One of the best parts about working as a psychologist is that it allows you to keep your brain active, which is really good for your brain health. One of the requirements of the job is that you need to be keeping up to date with the latest research, and you also need to be doing professional development, which means that you're continuously learning new things. So you're not getting complacent, you're not doing routine tasks, you're keeping your brain challenged. The other cool thing is that everything you learn is applicable to your own health. Things like emotion regulation, setting boundaries, communication, attachment styles, a plethora of self-development. So your work goes hand in hand with your personal growth. And given that it's estimated that we spend 90,000 hours of our life at work, it's cool to know that what you're learning about is applicable not only to your career, but also to your life journey. The final thing that I love about this profession in terms of self-development is that it's going to keep you accountable. People are not going to be inclined to see a psychologist who's not looking after themselves. So the discipline pushes you to take good care of yourself and strive to show up as the person that you want to be. And of course, it's an ongoing journey. We're never going to be perfect, but the really cool thing about this profession is it just holds you accountable to live by your values and strive to be the best version of yourself. Finally, being a psychologist, in my opinion, allows you to have an amazing lifestyle. You have greater flexibility, so you could choose to work at home doing telehealth, working in an office. You could choose to work 9 to 5, or you could pick your own hours. It also offers a diverse range of opportunities. Because psychologists are scientists of human behavior, we can essentially be found in any industry, creating positive or practical change. So you have a lot of choice around diversity in experiences. And finally, it also offers a long-term, interesting career. There's no physical constraints. The older you are, the more knowledgeable and well-equipped you'll be perceived as by your clients. And by the time you reach retirement, if you want to, you can still work a couple of hours a week. You have that flexibility. So even though it will take you a minimum of 5 years full-time study to become a psychologist, in the grand scheme of things, this is a small investment for a career that is not only highly lucrative, but also highly beneficial in terms of your personal development and having an enjoyable lifestyle. And as I wrap up, I just want to highlight that I've left some links down below for the research that I did for this video. And I also want to highlight that I am a provisional psychologist, which means that I'm still in training. But a lot of the inspiration for this video came from watching my mom growing up as a kid. She is a clinical psychologist. I've seen her start her own business and absolutely love this profession. Basically, she's really instilled a passion for psychology in me, and I've seen firsthand what the benefits of this career can look like through her. And as I finish up, I should also probably say that like any job, of course, there's some cons to working as a psychologist, and I will probably make another video about that, so stay tuned. But overall, I absolutely love my job, and I know so many people within the industry that feel the same way that I do. So I really hope that this video helps you take that leap of faith if you're feeling a little bit unsure. I honestly think that you can't go wrong pursuing a career as a psychologist in Australia. Go and check out my video about the best pathway, in my opinion, for becoming a psychologist. That's up next. I will see you guys around. Have an amazing week. Take care of yourself. Bye!